First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions.
Set to kick off.
Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle by Denzel.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Kaepernick. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Setting up the screen for Cook. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got this down to the 35.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Newton. Will find Dobbins out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. Newton now to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Newton throwing again. That's his target, the tight end, Mo Alie-Cox. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.K. Dobbins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Ties the game at 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
1st and 10.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Airing it out deep for Woods. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Detroit the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's taken down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 2, Newton lets it fly for Thielen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Newton now to throw. Incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Dalvin Cook.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Good go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing is Newton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Newton. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 14. Now it's Newton. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll give to Cook out of the gun. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's a gain of 4.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Completes it to Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, Washington. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for a big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, every way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Going up top for Miller. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharp.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind crotch or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
1-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
This is Washington 14, Lions 3.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To the air again, Newton. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. and there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
The 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Airing it out, looking for Whitten. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Here's Newton. Open man is Thielen is complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
try to run with Dobbins. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Disrupting defensively.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And Newton's going to keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, 98 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. Into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Kaepernick now on 1st down.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
Intercepted. The
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 2nd half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, because they had the option and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Newton. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flush to his right.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Newton now to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a terrific mistakes here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Washington.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Kaepernick going to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back now at Ford Field. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be second down.
On the coverage.
Throwing again. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
Partner, we always talk about of possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Newton. They set up the screen for Dobbins. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Complete to J.K. Dobbins. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton airing it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Newton. He's going to go up top again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 16. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's
got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And this one through the uprights and good.
Washington 38, Lions 17. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 73 yards.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll bang that one through.
Washington 35, Lions 17. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Newton to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And got his man, complete. And all the way down to the 39.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards.
39-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe, because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence, but they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set to kick off.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Cook on the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now... it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.